वल्लभा गिरिवरदारी जय राधा माधव। यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरदारी जय राधा माधव। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरदारी जय राधा माधव। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा जय राधा बैरिनीश्वरादे जय राधा जय कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम जय जय गौरा नित्याय जय गौरा नित्याय जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय पंचतत्वा जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद महाराज की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद इस डिवाइन ग्रेस अभय चरणारविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन बीबीटी संस्थापक आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। कृष्ण कृपा मूर्ति श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद इस डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णवाचार्य वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय, मथुरा धाम की जय, मायापुर धाम की जय, नवद्वीप धाम की जय, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय, गंगामयी की जय, यमुनामयी की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, समावेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। All glories to our all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees. All Shri Guru Angaranga Srila Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai. Hare Krishna. All of you with folded hands, think about Daksha's Yajna, where Sati is there and Lord Shiva is in his abode. Here Sati is there and there is a discussion going on, and Sati now cursing Daksha and condemning Darsha actually. So please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtagi Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Govindaya Namo Namaha Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. So we are reading from the chapter 4 of Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto. Chapter name is Sati quits her body, from 13 shloka to 18 shloka. Big target. So we will try to cover. Please repeat after me. Na Ascharyam Etat Yet Asatsu Sarvada Mahat Kunapa Atmavadishu Vininda Kunapa Atmavadishu Sairsham Mahapurusha Padapam Shubhihi Nirastate Jaso Ta Eva Shobhanam. Shloka number 14. Yet Dvi Aksharam Nama Gira Iritam Nrunam Sakrit Prasangat Agham Ashu Hanti Tat Pavitra Kirtim Tam Alangya Shasanam Bhavan Aho Dveshti Shivam Shivaitaraha. Text 15. Yat Pada Padmam Mahatam Mana Alibihi Nishevitam Brahmarasa Asava Arthibihi Lokasya Yat Varshati Cha Ashishaha Artinaha Tasmai Bhavan Druhyati Vishwabandhave. Kimva Shiva Akyam Ashivam Naviduhu Tvatvanye Brahma Adayah Tam Him Saritam Avakirya Jataha Smashane Tatmalya Basman Kapali Basman Kapali Avasa Pishachay Ye Murdabhihi Dadati Tacharana Avashtastam. Text 17. Karno Pidaya Nirayat Yat Akalpaha Ishe Dharma Avatari Ashnibihi Nrubi Asyamane Chindyat Prashahya Rusatim Asatim Prabhu Chet Jihvam Asum Api Tataha Visraje Saha Dharmaha. Text 18. Ataha Tava Utpannam Idam Kalevaram Nadharaishye Sitikanta Garhini Sitikanta Garhinaha Jagdasya Mohat Hi Vishuddhim Andasaha Jugupsitasya Uddharanam Prachakshate. Hare Krishna. So I request devotees to read the translation one by one from 13 to 18. 5 devotees can read one by one. Translation number 13. This is 13. Okay. Yeah, you read something different. Anyhow, for 15? 15, no? Okay, so 13 somebody can read. Yeah, Prabhu. Arriba. 17. ಅದು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಿ ನಂದು ಇದು ಬಿಡು ಬಿಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಓಕೆ ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ನಂದು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಿ ಅದರಿಂದ ಕಾಪಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹಾಂ ಮಾತಾಜೀಸ್ 18 ಇದಾ ಲ್ಯಾಪ್ಟಾಪಾ ಒಂದು ಪಿ ಪಿ ಟಿ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ 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 ಹರೇ 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 ರಾಮ 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 ಹರೇ ಹರೇ. I'll read the purport for only one and the rest of the purport just I have put it in the PowerPoint. So listen carefully for purport of number 13. Everything depends on the strength of the recipient. For example, due to the scorching sunshine, many vegetables and flowers dry up and many grow luxuriantly. Thus it is the recipient that causes growth and dwindling. Similarly, Mahi Yasham Pada Rajobi Shekham, the dust of the lotus feet of great personalities offers all good to the recipient. But the same dust can also do harm. Those who are offenders at the lotus feet of a great personality dry up, their godly qualities diminish. A great soul may forgive offenses, but Krishna does not excuse offenses to the dust of that great soul's feet. Just as one can tolerate the scorching sunshine on one's head, but cannot tolerate the scorching sunshine on one's feet, an offender glides down more and more. Therefore, he naturally continues to commit offenses at the feet of the great soul. Offenses are generally committed by persons who falsely identify with the impermanent body. King Daksha was deeply engrossed in a misconception because he identified the body with the soul. He offended the lotus feet of the Lord Shiva because he thought that his body, being the father of the body of Sati, was superior to Lord Shiva's. Generally, less intelligent men misidentify in that way and they act in the bodily concept of life. Thus they are subject to commit more and more offenses at the lotus feet of great souls. One who has such concept of life is considered to be in the class of animals like cows and asses. Om Agnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim yatkripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Niditaranam Shri Chaitanyam Ishwaram Vanchakalpatarupyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. One paper with mouse work. No, but something else coming. Please bear with us. Today IT people are not here. It's not working here. I don't know. Adha close panni enakku open pannu. Now okay, Prabhu? You're not coming? Hare Krishna. You can see now? Lord Shiva is carrying Sati on his back. So Srimad Bhagavatam, we are in a very important session called Sati quits her body. This is the chapter name. And that too, where the important section is this shlokas where Sati is actually condemning her own father. For the reason, Daksha was Daksha Brahma. It's not that he doesn't know the difference between body and soul. He is very, very qualified, very learned, and is Prajapati. His position also like Brahma only, father. Brahma was Prajapati, he was also Prajapati. But Shiva's position is higher than Daksha actually. That he is not realizing because of ego. So when ego comes in between, we will not see the difference, we'll see on the same level, or we see the other person on a lower level. So Daksha, he was seeing him as a son-in-law. So he was treating in this whole episode as a son-in-law. Never he considered him as a Vaishnavanam Yata Shambhu. So in this section, verse 11 to 23, Sati condemns Daksha, and we are in 13 to 18. So in verse 13, the dust of Vaishnavas destroys an offender. So we have to be careful when we are taking the dust from the lotus feet of a Vaishnava. We have to be very careful. So then Lord Shiva's name, fame, orders and lotus feet are all glorious. And 17 to 18, since my body was born from a blasphemer, I will give it up. This is what Sati is telling. You are able to see? So Srimad Bhagavatam 4.413, the shloka, there Prabhupada in the purport, because it's lengthy purports, all 5 purports, one of them is small. So I took the gist of those purports. Everything depends on the strength of the recipient. Sometimes we have seen devotees coming to temple at the same time. Maybe 10 years back we'll say, Prabhuji, main or ye Prabhuji, sab log ek sath aaya, same time. But somebody has progressed very advanced, somebody is still behind. So it's everything depends on the strength of the recipient. So it's very important when we come to a temple, what is the purpose of coming to the temple? The purpose should be fulfilled, or so purpose should be obtained actually. Otherwise, we come regularly for years and years and we stand where we are, That is not the purpose of coming to the temple actually. And also offenses are generally committed by persons who falsely identify with the impermanent body. So all we do offense, even the devotees sometimes do offense, non-devotees also do offense, but offenses are generally committed by persons, because those who are devotees, they are careful about offenses. They know nothing good will happen from the offenses. But impermanent body, whoever identify with that one, like Shishupala, I put the picture here, because he knows he is doing offense, but he kept on doing offense, because he had a chance to do up to 100 offenses, Sometimes we know jumping red signal is offense. We know. And camera is there, right? Camera also they have put another eye. In those days, cameras were not there in Bahrain actually. Now increased. There were cameras before, but very selected areas. So areas where there is no camera, we know those areas. So we jump there. We know they are not going to put any offense. I am not considering I am doing offense. Because government not putting offense, I am not offensive. Second thing, morning Mangalarti starts at 5 o'clock. You are supposed to leave home by 4:40 or 4:45. But I leave at 4:55, 5 minutes. Let's say from Jufair, okay? And I keep on jumping red signal because for the purpose what I am going is higher than the purpose the red signal is doing. So I consider that is not a offense, right? I don't know, I have done this mistake, but we have to be careful what is offense and act accordingly. So those who consider on the bodily level, they always do offenses. So Prabhupada writes in the purport, less intelligent men misidentify in that way, subject to commit more and more offenses at the lotus feet of the great souls. See, taking Diksha is like surrendering to the lotus feet of a guru. When we do offenses, it will affect the lotus feet of the guru. Parallelly, we get affected more actually, because guru can help you to some extent, but if you go on doing, it's okay what is there, you know. It's that spiritual person should not take that position. It's okay position, you know. Spiritual, we should be more conscious, we should be more alert compared to the materialistic people, because we have taken up the spiritual path and our goal is clear. We want to go back to Godhead. So next purport 4.4.14, here Sati is glorifying Lord Shiva like anything, you know. She glorifies so much husband. How many of you glorify your husbands, or how many of you glorify your wives? I will come to that later. Okay, Lord Shiva's name purifies one of all sinful activities. Does Lord Vishnu's name purifies one of all sinful activities? Yes. Sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanam vaja aham tvam sarva papebhyo. Right? He will remove. Vishnu, Krishna, he will remove. Here Lord Shiva's name purifies. She is telling Lord Shiva's name purifies one of all sinful activities. Nama agam astu hanti. Moksha ishyami masuchaha, she is not telling here. So moksha is only with Vishnu, Krishna. Shiva can purify you, remove all the sinful activities, reactions. Lord Shiva's order, actually the word Shiva is auspicious. Meaning of Lord name Shiva is auspicious. Lord Shiva's order is never neglected. Alangya Shasanam. So everyone follows his order. Only Daksha is not following here. Lord Shiva's fame is pure. Pavitra Kirtim. So Lord is pure. Shiva is pure and his activities are pure and his fame is pure. Everyone glorify Lord Shiva so much. So let us glorify Lord Shiva today, you know. We also glorify. Why Lord Shiva is glorified so much? Because he has different roles. The first one is Bhutanatha, king of the ghosts. How many of you like ghosts? None of us. We don't want to hear also, you know. Hey, शाम को 6 बज गए, अभी ये सब बात नहीं करते हैं. You know, evening after 6 we should not talk all this. But Lord Shiva, he is the guru for all of them actually. He is taking Bhutanatha. If you call Lord Shiva for the marriage, he will come with Bhuta Ganas actually. You know, they will all come with Damaruga and Trishula. So many Ayudas they will come. If you see, you will be, you know, you will worry actually. But actually what happens is, Krishna, he expects everyone to be very pure. Only pure persons, pure Jivatma can attain Krishna. Then these Bhutaganas are left out. Humans and Bhutas or ghosts, there is a difference. What is the difference? Humans have opportunity to perform activities, karmas, so that you can purify yourself. But once you become ghost, there is no further activities for them. They will be suffering from their previous karmas. They are just suffering. So if ghost has to come to another body, they have to get another body, there should be a Vaishnava's mercy or Krishna's mercy. Otherwise, they cannot get a human form again, because they have done so much papa, they cannot come out of that one. So, but Lord Shiva is very merciful to them. That's why Vaishnavanam Yatha Shambhu. Among all the Vaishnavas, he is the greatest because he has this compassion to everyone actually. He is Mahajana, Srimad Bhagavatam 6.3, 20 to 20. Great personality who is authority on the science of God. So Lord Shiva is the authority, one of the Mahajana, authority for the science of God. He is compassionate. He himself tells in Srimad Bhagavatam 8.7.40, Pumsa kripaye bhadre sarvatma priyate harihi priyate hare bhagavati priyeham sach garacharaha tasmadidam garam bunje prajanam swastirastu me. So Lord Shiva, while drinking that poison, when Parvati Devi came and she is about to stop, she is telling, don't drink. So Lord Shiva is telling this to Parvati. He says, my dear gentle wife Bhavani, when one performs benevolent activities for others, the Supreme Lord Hari will be pleased. And when Lord is pleased, I am also pleased along with the living creatures. Therefore, let me drink this poison for all the living entities, may thus become happy because of me. So Lord Shiva drank that one to make everyone happy, Praja. So that's why he is very, very merciful actually. So Lord Shiva actually, he says here that when we do the benevolent activities for others, Lord Hari will get pleased. So when we do some activities like Krishna conscious activities, Lord Hari will become very pleased, because Krishna activities, Krishna conscious activities is not for the self, itself for the realization, but the activities are mainly to do it for the benevolent of others. That Krishna himself says, among the charity the best is you give my holy name, you know. So Prabhupada always says also, do Krishna conscious activities for the better world. So we can create a Vaikuntha here in this world. So Lord Shiva saved not only Suras, he saved Asuras also with that drinking that poison. He is the greatest Vaishnava. Actually numbering there is mistake here. He is the greatest Vaishnava. Nimna ganam yatha ganga devanam achyuto yatha Vaishnavanam yatha shambhu purananam idam tata. So Lord Shiva is considered the greatest Vaishnava because he is, see, what is the bhushana of a Vaishnava? Compassion. What else? Simplicity. Simplicity is the bhushana of a Vaishnava, and Lord Shiva is the best Vaishnava because he is very simplest person, you know. But if you see the followers of Lord Shiva, they are all opulent persons. You know, that is the difference, Vishnu and Shiva. Vishnu followers are not opulent because Shiva also follows Vishnu. Okay. So, but Shiva's followers, they are all opulent. Ravana, Kamsa, you take any follower of Gunavatar will come. The destroyer. So he has taken up the activity or in to destroy the world actually. When there is a problem arises, then he comes to destroy the whole world. He has taken that responsibility. You know, it's not good, no, to take some destroying activity as my main job. Imagine I take their main job as destroying something. Not good. It's not very considered not good. But Lord Shiva has taken that among Gunavataras. The Bhakti Yoga teacher, Lord Shiva, along with playing the role of the administrator of the universe, also preaches Bhakti Yoga devotional service to the Lord. Because Lord Shiva has taken the prominent position, Acharya, of Rudra Sampradaya. He is the main Acharya for the Rudra Sampradaya, who has given the authority to Vishnu Swami. So he has come as a Bhakti Yoga teacher also. And, sorry, it's repeated. What happened? Yeah. And the Gunavatara, he has taken the in charge of mode of ignorance, actually. Then 4.4.15, where Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada writes the purport, 2 classes of men. So Prabhupada writes there are 2 types of people. One is who is want of material prosperity, the other one frustrated with materialistic way of life. So in the beginning, everyone want money, 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 money. After getting so much of money, when frustrated, then they will look for where is God, where is God, where is God, you know. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So Lord Shiva's lotus feet are sought after both materialists and transcendentalists. Even these spiritual persons, they like Lord Shiva. Even the devotees of the Lord, they like Lord Shiva. Thus he is friend of everyone, the common men, the elevated men, and the devotees of Lord. So no one should disrespect or create enmity towards Lord Shiva. When we are newly initiated, no, we thought we have to follow only Krishna. We were not knowing much about respecting other demigods and all. We have done lot of offenses actually. And even now maybe some newly initiated and all, they may be doing this, that we have to only worship Krishna. We should not even see the other demigods. It's very prominent in some of the Vaishnava Sampradayas actually. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went and visited all the Shiva temples when he went to the South India. He went to Kalahasti, he went to Sri Shailam, he went to, in Kanchipuram he goes to Sundareshwara temple, and many temples he goes, Lord Shiva's temple. And he praises Lord Shiva actually. So even the devotees of the Lord, for them he is worshipable actually. Prabhupada writes, Srimad Bhagavatam 4.4.16, auspicious Shiva. Sati wanted to establish the supremacy of her husband. You know, when a married girl after some time goes to father's house, then the mother asks, Ennadi eppadi paathukorom? कैसे देख रहे हैं तुम्हारा हस्बैंड, कैसा है? अरे क्या बोलेगा, उसके पास टूटा फूटा टीवीएस गाड़ी है, you know. Then she will start telling all the things, you know. अरे तुम जाना नहीं, इधर ही रहो, उसी को इधर लेके आएगा हम, you know. You better stay here. We have Mercedes Benz, you know. We have 2 cars in our house, you know, like that. Father. But when Sati, actually when she was in Daksha's house, actually what was the purpose of Sati going there? You have heard the classes, no? Jagdishwar Prabhu took a nice class last week. Yeah, Prabhu. Okay, that's one purpose. As a girl, as a lady, what was her purpose? Huh? Who said that one, sister and mother? Bhaktas, thank you. So her main purpose of going there was to meet. She expresses, I want to go and meet my sisters and my, she expresses clearly. So when she saw all the sisters and all flying and going, her inner hankering to attend the function. How many of you really go to marriage to see the marriage? No. Our purpose not only attending the marriage, our purpose is to meet all the relatives and friends. Recently I went to 60th birthday of my cousin. My only purpose, I extended my leave one day and I paid extra amount and took the ticket because I'm going to see my cousins and my relatives after 12 years, after 15 years, you know. Of course, function was witnessed for some time, but most of the time I was sitting in the chair and talking to all my relatives and friends. That is the reality actually. That's what we want to do. And it's important to have relationship and to have. So for Sati also, the purpose of visiting father's house was, yajna was part of it, but the main her intention was to meet her. All sisters will be there, I am going to miss. You know, sometimes we are in Gulf now, the wife asks, I have to go for this marriage, you know. Oh, ticket abhi bahut zyada hai, 300 chal raha hai. Nahi, hum November mein jayenge, you know. Such we experience also like Sati, you know. But anyhow, so here, Lord Shiva is not an ordinary living entity. This is the conclusion of Vedic scriptures. So Veda says Lord Shiva is very auspicious and very special. He is neither on the level of Supreme Personality of Godhead nor on the level of ordinary living entities. Here the comparison is made to Brahma actually. Brahma is the topmost ordinary living entity considered because he belongs to the material world. On that aspect it is said. Thus Lord Shiva's position is constantly higher than that of Lord Brahma, although Lord Shiva appeared as the son of Brahma. Shiva is son of Brahma, but the position is higher than Vasudeva. Who is higher? Vasudeva. Even though he is born as the son of Vasudeva, his position is higher than Vasudeva. Lord Brahma accepts the so-called inauspicious flowers and dust of the lotus feet of Lord Shiva. Whereas Lord Shiva will be, because he is having bhasma, he is having jada, and his body looks like inauspicious. So when the flower is offered to him, when it touches it, some of them may consider it as inauspicious. That's why it's written that so-called inauspicious flowers and dust of the lotus feet of Lord Shiva is, even Lord Brahma is accepting, and he is a father, but he is accepting because Lord Shiva's position is higher. Srimad Bhagavatam 4:17. How to treat the blasphemer of a Vaishnava. So if somebody blasphemes a Vaishnava in front of you, what you are supposed to do? So here it is said, Prabhupada writes, block one's ears and leave the place if one is unable to punish him. This Brahmanical quality. Brahmanical quality is you cannot punish him, so better you leave the place. Cut the offender's tongue and kill him. Don't try here, okay? We are not on Kshatriya, Krishna Consciousness. We are mostly Brahmanical, okay? We keep it to the first one only. Second one, you have to cut the tongue or kill him. This is the punishment. Not qualified to punish should give up life. Or Vaishyas and Shudra, they have to give up their life. You know, that's what he says. Prabhupada writes about this. But in our temple, if somebody is offensive towards someone and they will tell you about one devotee, see, that devotee is like this, like this, like this. What you, yeah, I also heard like that, you know. Actually, what you heard is less. I will tell you more. No, please don't do that. Limit or get away from here. Change the topic. You know, they will also change. Suddenly they will also change. tell them something about Krishna. It's very hard to do that because we are also conditioned, but we should try. Otherwise, it goes on and goes on. Temple president, morning till evening his WhatsApp message will be, I don't know the percentage how much, but sure there will be so many nindas will be there coming to him. So he has to deal with that one. So temple president has the authority to deal those matters, not me. Some devotees, they take action also. When they hear about something, they take on their own the action also, which we are not supposed to do. Because the one who actually does the ninda, the one he hears, and the one who sees, all will get the same result. So we have to be very careful. Here there is a note special thing. By killing the blasphemer, one destroys his unlimited pain in hell. So such killing is not a sin. Only the higher authority can do that one. So when Daksha went on telling, his gardan was cut. So he could not speak anymore. Then the making, goat kept and the meh, that's all. He could not speak any further. Anyhow, 4:4:18 translation. Therefore I shall no longer bear this unworthy body, which has been received from you, who have blasphemed Lord Shiva. If someone has taken food which is poison, the best treatment is to vomit. Note from the purport. Sati, the Lord's external protection, can vanquish many universes, include many Dakshas. She is so powerful, Durga. She can not only Daksha, she can destroy everyone there. But to save her husband from the charge that he killed Daksha through his wife, Sati gave up her own life. She didn't want any bad name to Lord Shiva husband. So, when a wife respects her husband, she will also get more respect. Most of the time, we hear some, not Matajis, they are very good, outsider, Sometimes they blame their own husband to others, That time what happens is, देखो अपना पति के ऊपर ऐसा बोलता है, ये कौसा औरत है, So she will only get the result of it. So to protect the family, you should not be blaspheming or telling bad about your own family members to others, outsiders. When Duryodhana was kidnapped and he was put in the jail, Yudhishthira was performing the yajna. Bhima and Arjuna, both of them came and they said, Anna, brother, you know what happened? Today Duryodhana is captured and is put in the jail. It's very good. Like that, both of them, they came. Yudhishthira immediately said, no, go and protect both of them. Release him and bring him home. They said, he is our Vairi. Is this? No, Vairi internally. But for outside, he is our family member. Go and bring him. That is dharma actually. So, but Sati now finally she decided she wanted to give up because she didn't want any bad name for her husband. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions or any comments? I have other things about of Sadashiva and all, but not related to the topic. So, Lord Shiva is the greatest of Vaishnava. We all should respect, and we should, sometimes we used to reject the prasadam given from Lord Shiva when we were new. We were not knowing fully Krishna consciousness actually. We were trying to learn. But he is very auspicious. So we should have a great love for him and we should pray to him to give Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Bhakti.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, you said you started with saying that the offender should not, pay obeisances. The offender should not pay obeisances to the Vaishnavas. That is detrimental, he said. You started something. Offenders should not take. See, basically, we are all. I mean, at least I can say I am an offender. I mean, like, what if? I mean, where do we get shelter? I mean, if you are not.
No, that says not bowing down. Bowing down you can do. Not to take the dust of the lotus feet of the.
No, because see, yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, you said dust of the lotus feet only.
Yeah.
But then like that is the only shelter. No, where is the shelter then for the offenders?
Chanting the holy name. Before you touch, chant the holy name. Before taking Diksha, we are doing the chanting, no?
We do chant, but simultaneously we do offenses also. No? That's a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem. That's why the 10 offenses against the chanting of the holy name is given. So we need to practice parallelly. You go on doing offense and you expect your license will be not cancelled.
Seventh offense.
Yeah, seventh offense also. On the strength of the holy name.
See, many of the time it is not that we are very conscious about, consciously doing it, but it is there inherent in our character.
Especially when it comes to touching the feet and all. In our sampradaya, some are accepting, but other sampradayas they are very strict. They will not allow the sannyasi to touch, even come close also. They'll tell bow down from the far, because by touching the feet of the if you are offender, you will be more affected. Yeah, you were asking something.
Just to add, what in another sense, what is that offense is actually not blaspheming about the devotees or not following the instructions repeatedly given to them. So that is also enough. That is not actually more. So
that is offense also.
Yeah, that is.
See, lotus feet touching is symbolic, more symbolic. More subtle is, now we have given the commitment to Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj has given an instruction for us to follow. If you are not doing that one, that is also offending. Yeah, that's more offending. Huh? To disobey the orders of spiritual master is also an offense against chanting the holy name. So, but the point is, when we repent for our mistakes, then there is a solution. One time, His Holiness Bhaktivedanta Swami Guru Maharaj was in the room alone, and I went, I thought this is the best time to ask for forgiveness for the offenses. It is said, always they are teaching us, when you meet Guru, ask for forgiveness. So I thought that is the best thing, and I went and I bowed down to Guru Maharaj. Then I said, Guru Maharaj, please forgive for all my offenses. I said like this. Guru Maharaj looked at me and he smiled and he said, go and do devotional service. There will be no offenses, he said. So, the secret is that chanting the holy name, doing seva, it saves us more. Imagine you come to a temple and engage yourself in the devotional service. Where is the time for you to talk about other devotees? There is no time. Only who come as a time pass to the temple, we have time to talk about many things here. Otherwise, ISKCON temple and all is like a seat of education. It's for learning here. You're coming to learn the art of going back. There's other temples, you just go, you put hundi money, you bow down, you pray, I need this, I need this, I need this. Lord also say tatastu, 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 and finished. You did some business. It's like you go to a shop, you will not sit for hours, no? But if you go to a school, you need to sit, because that is the place you are learning and improving. Similarly, ISKCON temples, our centers are place of learning and improving. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the question. We'll stop here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, we'll stop here.
Hare Krishna, we thank His Grace Varadago Prabhuji by chanting one time Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare